Roland Cloud Jupiter 8 is a faithful recreation of one of the most revered polysynths of all time, Jupiter 8, released in 1981. With a version 2 update, the Jupiter 8 software synthesizer is even more versatile. My name is Risa. I'm a curriculum developer at Point Blank Music School in London, and in this video, I will be introducing the version 2 features for Jupiter 8 software synthesizer. So here's the plugin window. I have it open in Logic. The window is now resizable. I can just drag here to adjust the size. And the graphics have been upgraded, so it will maintain high definition in bigger screens. The header is one of the new features. On the right-hand side, we have the undo and redo buttons, which will be convenient for editing parameters. And we also have a display for the output, which can be configured as analog meter, digital meter, and scope. On the left-hand side, we have the plug-out buttons. These are for connecting Jupiter 8 to the System 8. And we have the patch details with the buttons to shift to the next or the previous patch. Now, a significant addition is the Browse view, which we can access from here. There are now two views for the main window, Edit view, which we are in right now, and Browse view, which is dedicated for browsing patches. In the Browse view, we can now search for a patch with a keyword, quickly preview different patches, we can rate each patch, and this will be useful for a quick recall, and we can add notes per patch. Whatever word typed in here will come up in the search and will help narrow down the search. Furthermore, within the Browse view, we have the Tweak panel that allows us to adjust the main parameters such as the amp envelope, filter values, and effects. I find this really convenient. We can play with the patch a little bit and test a feel for sound design. But if you don't want the Tweak panel displayed, you can also go to the menu and uncheck Tweak panel, and it would only show the patch list. So with the Browse view, the patch browsing experience has become very organized and smooth. Another very exciting addition is the circuit modification function, which simulates the calibration trimmer on the motherboard. Increasing the value of this circuit mod control adds a unique kind of unevenness or expressiveness to the sound, which might have occurred on the original hardware when the analog components drifted out of spec. Let's have a try with this sound. I'm going to slowly increase the value from 0 to the highest value. As the value increases, we start to hear fluctuations in multiple areas, for example, in pitch and in note length. The circuit mod control works alongside the condition knob, which is up here, that imitates the aging effect of the synthesizer. Increasing the value for the condition knob will add slight degradation and make the sound warmer and more imprecise. These functions are made possible by Roland's analog circuit behavior technology, which is the technology behind the so-called vintage sound and behavior in these software emulations of the classic analog instruments. By combining these two controls, circuit mod and condition, we can create a realistic vintage character and have a precise control over how much of that vintage feel we want. Turning down these knobs will reduce the degree of unevenness and degradation and will make the sound more stable. Now, what's more is that a whole new bank containing 64 patches has been added with the version 2 update. Most of these new patches will have the circuit mod at a certain position, and it is incorporated into the sonic character of the patch. Here are some of the new patches. Lastly, I want to introduce the Patch Manager window. This is another area that has been added with the version 2 update. We can open it by pressing this button. Now this is where we can save a new patch and edit patch details, including the patch name and order of the patches within the bank. There are two views. This is the list view, where we can see all 64 patches within the selected bank in a condensed way. And the other one is the details view, where we can see each patch with more details, such as the rating and the notes, which can be edited from this view. Let's say I want to save the current sound as a new patch. I can open the Patch Manager window, select the bank where I want to save the sound. I actually made a new bank for saving my own sounds using this button. And I can select an empty location, click Write, set the name and other details for the patch. And now the patch is saved. I can see the updated patch details here. If I end up tweaking the parameters more, I can simply right-click this button to overwrite the patch.